Hello, hello, LinkedIn. Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. Good evening, good evening, good evening, one and all. My name is Linda Murray Bullard. They call me the business plug. And so today I want to plug you in to A-1 Mobile Notary and the founder, Miss Adrienne P. Bowling. Hey, Miss Bowling.
Hey, how you doing? Thank
I'm
you for
good
having
today.
me.
Well, thank you for coming on. So we're going to have a candid conversation about Miss Bowling and her business. But before we get to that, I want to remind you that if you are a for-profit business owner or a nonprofit business owner, and you are interested in making grant money and getting to the grant money, well, I have a free 99 free business session online webinar. It is my end of the year gift to the business community. I'm going to show you how to set up to get the money, grant money, who has the grant money, and then what do you need to say to get your portion of the grant money. So if you want and need this for your business, whether you're a for-profit or a nonprofit, go ahead and click the link, reserve your place, and let's get you some grant money in your pockets. Yeah. Hey, Makisha. Hey, darling. Hey, thank you for joining us. So that's what we're doing. So this evening, I am very honored to have my guest, Miss Adrienne Bowling. So, Adrienne, introduce yourself to our visitors. I mean, I would call them visitors, they're our audience.
Okay. Hey, y'all. My name is Adrienne Bowling. I am a native Nashvillian. Started a business by the name of A-1 Mobile Notary. My background is in psychology and clinical psychology. I'm a graduate of Fisk University as well as Trevecca. And I'm just glad to be here.
Well, yeah. So we had a conversation. So you went through a program. I had my girl from the Black Candle Company on. Ooh. I had her on, Jessica, had her on a couple of weeks ago. So I want to talk about what you've went through, because she went through very similar to the class, and that's how I got to meet you guys.
Oh, yes.
So talk about that.
Oh, Jessica is so solid. Her brand is solid, nothing short of amazing. So we both went through Corner to Corner, right? Which is a nonprofit that helps underestimated entrepreneurs launch their business, right? Mm-hmm. So they believe in turning a money-making dream into a real reality, and their curriculum is priceless. Like, I really say they are like the solid foundation on which I built my business. Absolutely. So over the course of 10 weeks, they teach you how to, come up with a legitimate business plan, know your target audience, know who you are as a business owner, and the list goes on. And at the end, they have a pitch competition. I was able to do it. Jessica did it as well. And you get to get prizes amongst other things.
Business prizes, those best kind of prizes. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you go through Danielle's course as well? Talk about Danielle. Danielle is how I met you.
Yes. Oh, Danielle. Yeah, if you don't know Danielle, you must not live in Nashville. Danielle is a heavy hitter as well. She's over Black Business Boom. And we went through a program to really help us with our finances, which a lot of times Black business owners, we really struggle with. And she really gave us the confidence to know, hey, y'all, it's okay to take out some business funding, to take out a loan to fund your business. You don't necessarily have to use your own funds in order to launch. And that was just eye-opening.
Yeah. And so she got you ready.
Oh, yeah, very much
so. She got you ready. She said, okay, y'all need the business plug.
Oh, yeah. She said, let me give you a little session over here and show you where to go. I said, oh, okay. Good stuff.
Yeah. And so you and I met.
Yes, ma'am.
Because of Danielle. And we start talking about your business. Mm-hmm. I took you through the 360 business assessment, where we talked about those things you've already got in place, because you was already actively using what you had learned.
That's right.
And then we talked about, okay, let's take that a notch higher. So in your case, we start talking about psychographics.
Oh.
And demographics and geographics. We start talking about finding your real customers.
Oh, baby. And we did.
Talk about that.
You were the psychographics.
Yeah.
You were talking my language. Like that was such a sweet sound to my ear with my background being in psychology. So I knew what you meant, but I didn't know what you meant. You know what I mean? And I'm real honest like that. And I feel like as business owners, we can't be so confident, like, oh, I know what's going on, that we don't have an open ear. So when you said that, I felt, come on, I have my master's in clinical psychology. I could have been like, I know exactly what you're talking about, Linda. That's not what I said. I said, what you mean when you say that?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
What you mean?
But you took the information.
That's right.
And you applied it.
That's right.
And then in applying it, you learned something about your customers, your primary customers, that you didn't know before. So now, how has it changed the way you do business?
Oh, so much so. I knew I primarily had two demographics of customers, right? But I never really dug deep into who they are. So when you told me about the 360, I really wanted to find out the why behind the why behind the why behind the why behind the why. This deep, right? Because in my business, it's not really it doesn't seem as if it's relevant. Yeah. Because nobody feels like they need a notary until they need a notary.
Until they need a notary.
Until they're filling out some papers and they're like, oh my God, it says don't sign
a notary.
Or until you're in the hospital and you're like, I haven't done my estate planning documents. I don't have a last will and test. And you get down to, this is why I need a notary. So really, the reason why you need a notary is because you've got some estate planning documents done. The reason why you need to come to me is because you're not physically able to get out, or you want the luxury of somebody coming to you, right? And then the reason behind that is because you want to leave a legacy to your children.
Come on.
Right?
Come on.
And in order to do so, you need paperwork. So you help me to find the why behind the why behind the why. And then once you truly know your customer, then that's when you can do marketing that targets those customers. Because if you cannot target them, you just shooting out into dead air. And I had mentors that told me, if you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody.
Come on now.
Everybody's not.
And the numbers weigh that out, right? The numbers say, if you were to market to 100 people, of that 100 people, that 100 group of people, only 90% of them don't even want to know who you are, aren't interested in buying your business, have no idea why you're even on their channels. They're like, why am I getting this? But then that 10% is your sweet spot. That's what we talk about when we talk about demographics, psychographics, and we talk about geographics. Where are you wanting to be? And that 10% is the money. That's the money machine.
That's right.
Of the 10%, only 1 to 3 of them are ready to purchase.
Right.
So you have to massage the relationships with the ones that's left out of that 10, because those are future customers. And if you do it right, if you do your marketing right, the way you're doing marketing, talking in a language they understand,
right?
You flip them from followers to customers.
Right. And then I want to flip them from customers to clients. This ain't no one-time ordeal. I want you to be a lifelong client. You know what I'm saying? And that 10% that you spoke of that is really interested in what I'm doing through marketing, I want them to know, like, and trust me. Right. The 90%, they don't really care about what I'm doing, but that 10%, I want to nurture that relationship. I want to build good rapport.
Yes.
So when you are ready, y'all know who to call. Y'all see the pink. Where the pink fly girl? Where the girl with the pink?
I absolutely love you. I love
you too. I love you too, Miss Linda. You rock with me from our first meeting. I was sitting with a client, and you was like, "Make your money." Make it. You wasn't offended. You was like, "I get it. Go ahead, make your money." We still talking through.
Because I want you to make your money. Because I told you, my job as a business strategist is to get you to make the money.
That's right.
You have enough money to live the life you want, but you also have enough money to pay me. So that's that right there. So it may seem selfish, but I'm gonna make sure you get paid too. So it's not just about me. It's about you getting to the money you need in order to get to where you're trying to go.
That's a strategy right there too, Miss Linda, because a lot of times we talk about money as if it's an end goal, and that's not the end. The money is a vehicle to get us where we want to be.
Absolutely.
So my end, I need my time. I need my peace of mind. You know what I mean? I need to build generational wealth. So the businesses and the money is the vehicle that's going to get me to that end.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And by applying the principles that you have learned, your business has a foundation that's solid enough so that we talked about automation before, right?
Yes, we did.
So let's talk about automation in your business.
Yeah. So I'm working on it. I've been working like a machine. And you was like, Adrienne, I need you to have some processes in place. And I love the fact that you was very transparent with me.
Absolutely.
Because I be needing like a real life story to hit home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't do good with hypotheticals. And I be like, I don't know. But when you be like, let me tell you about myself, then I'm like, okay. So as a true CEO of your business, you want to have processes in place so this thing runs like a well-oiled machine.
Absolutely. Because the goal is to get you out of working in your business so that you can start growing your business and working on your business.
That's right.
Because you're a CEO doing CEO things.
Listen, a real CEO has those processes in place so they can go and work on other stuff. Like you just said, work on the business. It's other places that we're trying to go.
And so let's talk about that because since we were together.
Yes, ma'am.
You got admitted somewhere.
Oh yes, I did. So I got invited to the Goldman Sachs 1 Million Black Women in Business cohort. They flew me out to New York. Treated me like pure royalty and have really been on my butt about building this business and doing it the right way.
The right way, making it scalable.
That's right.
Because we already know there's a need.
Right. So what you gonna do with it?
Now you're able to answer that need.
That's right. So so as much as you think you have certain stuff down, you could always go a little bit deeper. And I love that. So I've really been working on my brand and what it looks like. And your brand is so much more than just your logo and your colors. You know what I'm saying? It's so much more than that. And I've learned that when I look at my reviews, I got 5-star reviews. So I look at what my customers say about me. This ain't about me. What do the customers say? Because exactly. I think we talked about this a lot of times. We think about what we want to do. What do my customers need? What do they say about me? What they say about me is my brand.
Yeah.
They say she's efficient. She's a lifesaver. She was on time. So I build off of that.
Yeah.
That's good.
I am loving this because you are applying. I mean, you're just living proof of being trainable.
Right.
And then knowing how to implement, like learning from the lessons and then going ahead and implementing what you've learned so that because the thing about it, when you're working on your business, you don't have time to grow the business because you're too busy working.
You working in it.
So if I can free you up to stop working in your business, then you're ready to start as a visionary who you are. You're ready to start seeing 3, 4, 5 years out, and you're ready now to start building that business. So if I get you to the money, you're able to pay those people.
Right.
You can do those menial tasks that you had kept you busy, kept you locked down, and you're able now to get ready to start moving and grooving.
That's right.
On his feet.
That's right. So with those tools that you taught about, like with automation and stuff, that allows me to have like this 300-foot vantage point of my business. Like this is an eagle view. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we can't see the forest for the trees. We just in there like, but you got to come up a little bit higher. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like you really got to come up a little bit higher. And when I started the business, one of my favorite scriptures was, well, it still is, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So it just took me really talking to you. I thought about it in the past tense. Like I that scripture resonated when I started, but I got to renew my mind on the daily.
Because new levels require new tools. You're going to always be learning. You're going to always be learning.
Man, that's right. Always learning. And what's been on me heavy? To whom much is given, much is required.
Yeah.
It's not so okay. You've been doing good in business. What's next, baby?
Exactly.
How you giving back to the community? How you pouring into other people?
That right there, because that's the thing. And so, like this whole free grant claim, this is that.
That's right.
Action. This is that in action, because it's the end of the year. But before the end of the year, people are closing out their grant cycles, right?
Right.
And so I need to get the people who have raised their hands to say they want to follow me. Right. I need to give them something to put on their tables. Again, I'm not cheap.
That's right.
And so I need to get them to the money so that they can do what they need to do in their businesses, and also so they can pay for this coaching.
Come on.
Because the money making coaching, you have to spend money to get it.
That's right. That's right. But what you do is invaluable, though. You drop gems effortlessly. You drop so many gems on me. And you wasn't even, you was just, oh yeah, and this and then, by the way, this, but jewels, pure jewels.
Right. This is my ministry. When you talk about ministry, you talk about being in your purpose.
Yeah.
Like, this is why I was born.
Come on.
And I know that. And I know that. And my clients who come with me, my buddies, because you were a client, now you're a business buddy.
That's right. That's right.
My goal is to make sure we all eat.
We all got, and guess what? It's enough out here for all of us to eat. Yeah. And Miss Linda, we could all be lit together.
Exactly.
Like, I really be coming against the spirit of competition, because maybe if we collaborate, because baby, I could take this little light and light you on fire, and we could both be lit.
Exactly.
We're not gonna take away from one another.
It doesn't. It doesn't. And that's the thing we have to learn if we're going to grow businesses as a community.
Right.
Then, yesterday my great niece and my nephew, her uncle, they held an entrepreneur networking event. I went back supporting them, but they young people. I mean, they in the beginning of their careers and doing entrepreneur kind of things.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and I'm telling them about trademarks and patents and copyrights and the things.
That's right.
Because that kind of stuff comes natural to me. If I hear a problem, my mind swishly. It's like back in the old days, you have these jukeboxes, right?
Okay.
You put the money and you punch this number.
Right.
And when it gets to that number, the jukebox go find that record and bring it out.
That's right.
That's how my mind works with these business situations.
That's good.
I got so much in me because it's innately what I do, that when you start talking about, I'm listening to see. I always ask what's working. And then I ask you what's not working. And that's the stuff I want to narrow in on. Because A-1 Mobile Notary is out here in these streets.
Listen, I'm excited, and I'm not keeping it. I'm not keeping it to myself. So I started it in 2018. 2019, I formed the Nashville Notary Network, because guess what? I'm one person. Hey. I cannot do it by myself, but what I can do is form a network, and I could dispatch you out on my behalf. I could invoice my client, and then I could pay you. You are now a contractor. Let's go. Guess what? We could serve so many more people, and we could do this together. And from that has been birthed my Notary Essentials class. I've been doing monthly classes, and I'm invested in making sure that other notaries do a good job, because I need you to be my contractor.
Absolutely.
I need you to go out and represent too. And we're going to do it with the spirit of excellence.
Absolutely. But that's how, see, that whole, you are already on fire. Like, you have so much in you, just waiting to get out. Just waiting to happen. When I tell you getting information wasn't a problem for you.
Man, I just be ready. Like, I'm third generation entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? I done seen it done. I was not playing. I listen to my parents. They don't think I be listening. Sometimes I can't tell them I be listening, but I be listening. So they always said when we was young, work smart. Don't work hard, work smart. But I seen them working hard though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been trying to think of ways like the processes you talked about. This is what mama and daddy meant when they said work smart. Mm-hmm. They might not have been able to put certain processes in place to automate it because technology hadn't advanced.
It hadn't caught up yet.
But guess what? They gave me the word.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They know what they're talking about though.
Absolutely.
It's up to our generation to take it. This is what mom and daddy was talking about.
Yeah.
This is how you work smart.
Yeah.
They ain't had the internet to market then, but baby, we got it now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, exactly. But you have learned how to utilize the tools that you have available to you.
That's right.
That's what they were doing back then.
That's right.
You know, they used the telephone, you know, to call customers all around the region or whatever. They used the tools they had at the time.
That's right.
The onus is on you all as beginning learners, as beginning business owner who's going to take this business thing to the next generation. Because if it stops in the third generation, it's going to be your fault. But if it goes to the fourth and fifth and on from there, that means you did your job.
That's right. That's right. So when we talked about earlier the end goal and how the money and the businesses is I need legacy. This legacy. I need my great grandkids to be able to be like great grandmama Adrienne. You know what I'm saying? That's what I need.
Steve Harvey talked in a video that's going around now. He talked about going to the hospital with one of his best friends, and his grandmother was passing. She was in her last days, and she asked her grandson, "Do you know who your great granddaddy was?" And his friend said, "No, I don't know him." And she said, "The reason you don't know him is because he didn't leave you anything." He said, "We have to operate these businesses so that our children's grandchildren know us."
Whew! That's it. That is it.
That's a whole different thing.
That's a whole nother level, baby. That's what we're not used to. That's what we're not accustomed to. And it stopped here.
And see, and the reason I do what I do is because I went back in ancestry.com and I found out that Lorinda and Sedge Taylor were entrepreneurs, property owners, business people.
Ooh. Come on.
Came out of slavery owning boarding houses and things.
Oh, baby.
It might have stopped. It won't stop on my watch. I just took pictures with 2 more generations yesterday. It's not stopping on my watch.
I saw that. I said,
it's not stopping on my watch.
I see where you're going with it, Miss Linda. I see where I love it.
But that's what we have to do.
That's right.
We have to stop thinking about, I need to get money so I can drive this car or buy these shoes or that purse. Or we have to get away from that. We have to start thinking about, what will my children's grandchildren think about me? That's
right. And we got to make the sacrifices today.
Absolutely.
To get them there. I'm
with a child, right? It says train up a child in the way they should go, and when they're old, they won't depart. If you have to start training when they're little, I love to see these young people
enterprise
spirit,
enterprise, and I love it. I was that girl. I when I was in elementary school, I was the candy girl. and you know how you just talked about your mind. Yeah. Man, my daddy took me to Sam's and I seen they had the Skittles, Starburst, and some other candy. The pack was $15.99. I said, dang, it's about 30 pieces of candy in there. If I sell each one for $1, I mean, my mind automatically went to that.
You know,
they ended up giving me my own little table in the lunchroom. I was enterprise, and they had to come to me. They said, baby, we're gonna have to shut this thing down because you're taking sales from the cafeteria. Baby, I was hurt, but I was proud. I said, I'm on to something though. I didn't stop my money flow, but I'm on to something.
Hey, but that's the same thing. My middle son, they told him to create a business, and in the 5th grade, and so that's when the video games first hit the market. So my son would go and use our internet access to get passcodes, shortcut codes, and sell them for 50 cents a code. And then he got some boys in his little group, And so he would get they get 35 cents, he get 15 cents of what they was.
Baby, 5.
They said, wait a minute, that's copyright infringement.
It wasn't on him, it was in him. That's what he was moving to do. He ain't mean no harm.
But he was out here selling cheat codes to video games.
Man, listen. Enterprising.
They
ain't never seen nothing like it before.
They ain't never seen nothing like it.
You own it.
They were like, how did he even do that? Wait, what?
Let that baby be.
He had a whole crew.
See, he subcontracting already.
Subcontracting.
That's what
he was franchising.
Man.
Give me my 15%, and you go ahead and run. You go give me my 15 cents, and you get to keep 35.
See, them are skills that we have to follow. Them are transferable skills.
See?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Thank God he got you as a mama.
Hey.
Because, baby, we're going to nurture them.
I'm true to this. You hear me?
Come on. We're going to nurture them skills. You own to something, baby. Don't let them tell you otherwise.
And he's still an entrepreneur.
Love it. Love it.
He turns 38 next Saturday, and he's still an entrepreneur.
Miss Linda, you fine. I love it.
That's what it's going to take.
Right.
We have to start educating our children to be the jobs that they say they can't find.
Gotta be. You're going to create the jobs, baby. And this is prime time for it.
Absolutely.
What is it? The Great Resignation? We in the Great Resignation?
Girl, if we don't hurry up and get this knowledge, we're going to be in the great please hire me back. The return to work.
No, you're
the great return me to work because I can't make it out here.
Listen, it's time to get it. This is a pivotal moment in history. We are surviving a pandemic. I don't think it's nobody living or that can tell us what it's like to survive a pandemic. Hey. We are the ones here to create new social norms. We got to take it and run with it. One of my favorite quotes is like, don't go where the path may lead, go where there is no path and leave a trail. Absolutely. We are trailblazers out here. Absolutely. We have to conduct ourselves as such.
And that's the mantra of my life. I am not afraid to be the first, and I'm not afraid to follow what works because they tell you just leaves clues. And so I am not afraid to follow those clues. But if there's not a path, then I'm going to create one.
That's right.
So that people can follow me.
That's right.
Like you must see outside of self.
That's right.
It has to be bigger than you because you talk about legacy building.
Right.
Like your kids having a full notary service network.
Come on.
Because you and I talked about a national thing.
Yeah. That's the end goal. We
talked about people living anywhere and everywhere. Because these notaries, there are no people that have access to their notaries, but they don't have customers because they don't know how. And then imagine attending your class and I'm somewhere in Iowa.
Come on.
And then you're teaching me how to find my customers.
That's right. It's very valuable information. You could take it and run. That's why I gotta do these classes. Come on, let me. I feel like this industry has been hidden intentionally.
Yeah.
So I'm here to bring the light to it.
The cover's off now.
I'm taking the covers off. We need to eat out here, and you're doing a good service to the community. For the community, and hey, I'm here for it, Miss Linda.
I love it. So, in your closing,
yes, ma'am.
What would you leave for our audience to think about as your parting remarks?
Oh, it's my parting remarks. Take the Lord with you everywhere you go. God will take a little plus the Lord is a majority.
Girl.
You can listen to all this business advice and all that, but let your foundation be with the Lord. Whatever idea he gives you, run with it. It don't care what other people might say. Don't let them, I don't care if it's your parents, your aunties, your uncle. It don't matter because if God gave you the vision, he's faithful to see it through to the end.
Absolutely.
And you need to do it. Go with your gut. If he gave you something, and then once he give you something and you create it, give it back to him so he could get the glory.
Absolutely.
The glory ain't for you. He ain't giving it to you for you to just bask in the, no, he wants the glory out of your life.
Absolutely.
And out of your business. So stay faithful, stay humble, and stay focused.
That's a word. That's a whole word. That's a whole word. My name is Linda Murray Bullard. They call me the business plug. And I just plugged you in to A-1 Mobile Notaries founder. I like saying that. Founder, Miss Adrienne P. Bowling. You all follow her on social media. How to contact her directly is in the description of this video. And I'll see you next Sunday, 7:00 p.m. Eastern on the Business Plugs Mixer. You guys have a great week. Bye-bye.
See y'all later.